what's happening.
At this time, I'd like to introduce you to... Hey, hold on. The Prince of Pop, the King of Los Angeles radio, Rodney Bingenheimer.
Sure. This is definitely an LA musical historical trip. This is the band that started it all, who invented you, definitely. It started the LA scene. I'm Rodney Bingenheimer, Rodney on the Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, act!
This is Courtney Nutt for Bangles.
Hi, this is Craig from Nirvana.
We're the kids from No Doubt.
And we're the Go-Go's.
Jack Black.
And this is Annette from
This is the best radio show on the planet.
Hey, this is Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Let's have some more fun.
Hi, I'm Anna Nicole Smith.
Just Johnny Rotten. We're Blink-182.
This is Brooke Shields, and nothing can rock me out of my Calvins, except, of course, Rodney.
Well, he is one of the best-known DJs in the world, for that fact. Rodney Bingenheimer, reigning as the Prince of Pop for 20 years on radio station KROQ.
Rodney's on the largest radio station in the United States for breaking new music, according to some people. And Rodney can anoint you.
Don't forget David Bowie's phoning in tonight.
Rodney's powerful.
Rodney on the Rock. Talking about the mayor on the Sunset Strip.
Got your radios on? It's time for Rodney on the Rock. From now to 3 a.m. Live in-studio guest, Brian Wilson.
And he was accepted by the Rolling Stones, he was accepted by the Beatles, he was accepted by the Beach Boys, he was accepted by the Monkees.
I'd get write-ups like in magazines, like Teen Magazine, Tiger Beat. They always put Rodney Bingenheimer, mayor of the Sunset Strip, was seen at this party and that place.
Hi, Rodney.
Here's a guy who for 30 years has championed, you know, the cutting edge, which is a horrible phrase. But he's also had bangs for 30 years, which I think is a major accomplishment.
Bangs above your eyes, your hair hangs below my mind, your royal flying aside. Hey,
The legend, right here.
You put him in the same category as you see sort of Andy and you see Keith and there's Rodney.
And I came across my Rodney T-shirt, and here it is, you know, signed by Rodney and everything. And so I thought, oh, wow, well, there's my costume. Did anybody else wear this?
Yeah, a couple people.
Ah.
Rodney Bingenheimer is this small, shy, kind of little gnome.
Rodney! What's happening?
Neil Young, right here. Rodney's here. Hey.
How are you?
See ya. What's happening?
He's like a magnet, isn't he? The Pied Piper, and all those little rats follow him around. But with him comes somebody else that it's really important for you to meet.
He was the first to play records by Blondie, the Ramones, Sex Pistols, and Nirvana, to name a few.
Joey Ramone, and we're about to show the touring video.
Joey on the Rock.
Rodney tells you you're a star. You know, Rodney gives you the official imprimatur.
How did you meet Rodney first time?
I stalked him.
The beautiful people, the beautiful people.
The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Come on!
These are the bands I play with. And then Green Day, and of course David Bowie. He's like the ultimate from the beginning.
Can we get a quick picture with Rodney on the rock? Yes. Rodney Bingenheimer, right here.
Rodney Bingenheimer is like the king of KROQ. When I started there in 1978, he was like the KROQ god.
For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right.
Rodney Bingenheimer has always been heartbreaking for me. It seems like he should be this huge mogul, and I don't understand why he isn't.
I kind of think of him as Peter Pan, a little, in the School of Hard Knocks, which is not easy to do.
Rodney's the mayor of the Sunset Strip. Rodney's the prince and the pauper.
Do you wish your life had been different?
Yeah, actually.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
This is the tour of the Bingenheimer Manor. Okay, we're going into the hallway here. Here's a letter I got from Bill Clinton, President Clinton, invitations to Brooke Shields' birthday parties. There's even an autograph from Bridget Bardot and Jackie Kennedy. An actual monkey shirt with a Brooke Shields hanger. Here's Elvis Presley's driver's license.
What is that?
Elvis Presley's driver's license.
His actual driver's license?
Yeah, his driving permit, actually.
How did you get that?
He gave it to me one time. We got more stuff in here.
Sorry.
Crimson flames tied through my ears, going high and mighty traps. Countless fire and flaming road, using ideas as my maps. We'll meet on edges soon, said I, proud neath heated brow. Ah, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now.
This is where I grew up. My mom's house. And as you know, my mom passed away, so I've been taking care of it. Camille came up with me after my mom passed away and helped me organize things.
His mom was really, really special. She was really encouraging to the stuff that he did and participated in collecting all of his souvenirs and different things, and she was really there for him.
Is this your mother's car?
Yeah, Marion's Nova. Uh-oh. Where are the pliers? Well, this is Marion's Nova.
Does this happen very often?
They're very rare. And probably the cable's dirty. Marion's Nova never fails. There it is, home sweet home. We're in the living room of my house, the house I grew up in good old Mountain View. And my mom always kept a shrine. This is the mantle. My mom kept all my photos. It's a picture of me with Roger Clinton. It's me with Elvis. And she would show all her neighbors, all her friends and stuff. Here's some pictures of me at the Oscars, you know, things that moms like. I used to have my album cover. I used to hang up all my albums on the wall here. All the covers are really cool. Magazines all around, and I had a lot of pictures. This is basically it, the Rodney room. It was great when Camille came up. She got to hang out and check out my stuff. Here's an Andy Warhol Christmas card I sent my mom. Andy Warhol as an angel, because Andy is an angel, and he's with my mom right now, up in heaven.
I just like to get in the movies. Well, I never did get to Hollywood. I just thought about it. And I always thought about coming to California and maybe get into movies, but nah, no chance at all.
He didn't have the courage to get in there and go down and try to get a job in Hollywood.
We went to the Bing Crosby golf tournament several years. Many movie stars then.
We would go every year to the Crosby and to the Bob Hope, and he would be thrilled when he'd see, Bob Crosby or Hoagie Carmichael or all those old-time actors and entertainers.
What do you think's so special about mingling with celebrities?
I don't know that either. I couldn't explain that.
I don't either. I can't have an answer.
Just natural, I guess.
Like to take a cinematic, bigger standing cinema. Dress my friends up just for show, see them as they really are. But the people in my brain, 2 new pens to have a go. I'd like to be a gallery, put you all inside my show. Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all.
Just hang it at your pad. He's looking good. Yeah, that's
What are these different passes? What is this? What is this?
This gets you where basically where the food and all that is, and this then will get you all over the place. Yeah.
So we can go safely anywhere with this
Anywhere
one?
with this.
But this only
This
gets
is
you...
the Godhead pass. This is the outcrowd pass.
The what pass?
The outcrowd pass.
Now, tell me about in-crowd status.
In-crowd status, it's a higher echelon society, which is above and beyond the general public, a superior way of doing things that includes the show business people.
Now, do the big celebrities need passes too?
Yeah, they have to.
Even like Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, Woody's gonna have to have one of these.
Really? Even if they
He'll be
recognize
outcrowd if he didn't.
When you go to see Bowie, God, you're probably going to be shocked. You haven't seen him in like how many years?
No, I saw him a couple years ago.
Did
We
you really?
played at the Palladium.
Really?
When I brought Cato Kalin to see David
really?
Bowie. And they said, Rodney could come in, but Cato has to wait outside.
Poor Cato. God, where is Cato anyway?
Take a shot. This is Camille. My girlfriend Camille.
Hello, Camille. Hiya. Now, you're going to hit me with all kinds of things that I have no recollections about whatsoever, I'm sure. How you doing?
Pretty good. So you're only in town for a few hours, right?
Yeah, I came in, I got up 4 o'clock this morning, flew in, and absolutely beat, completely jet lagged. But let's talk about you.
Rodney buys into the rock star myth and derives a sense of gratitude, fulfillment from that energy.
And this, what we're doing right now, is the beginning of the stardom of Rodney Bingenheimer.
The whole subject of fame is like this special case of social life in general and the way in which we relate to other people. So it's inescapable in any kind of society. It's an inbuilt desire, I think. The aspiration to fame, the talk about famous people is pervasive. And it's part of our way of learning the world.
Who is Rodney Bingenheimer?
I don't know. I don't know who Rodney Bingenheimer is.
Hollywood's first radio premiere in many a year. The Boss Jocks host Young Hollywood to a celebrity premiere of the new It's Boss on the Sunset Strip. Hear all your favorite movie, TV, and recording stars live.
KHJ, Boss Hitbound.
835 at Boss Radio, the home of Sonny and Cher.
I used to have a little transistor radio, And late at night, you'd fool around with it. You could actually pick up radio stations in Los Angeles. Great music and sounds talking about the Beatles and the Stones.
What did you like about it?
It was just the beat, the way it sounded. It was just happy music. It was real poppy and happy and kept the spirit going.
I remember, first of all, when you were the kid that everybody beat up on the way to high school.
Right, because I had long hair. Nobody had hair like mine.
And they noticed you were smaller than they were.
I think when you're not real aggressive and you're not active in sports and stuff, sometimes, you know, you're the last one chosen on the team and people kind of pick on you that way.
Well, I played basketball for a high point band in my high school for 2 years in a row. I was on the track team.
Here it is. Rodney B. Rod, 4-H Club. I was a member of the 4-H Club. Head, health, hands, wait, what was it? Head, hands, health, and heart.
I think his father did not see a traditional, conventional kind of a boy child. Rodney and his mother fit well together because they were both different.
Yes. She was a waitress. She worked at the Los Altos Country Club. And she was, you know, worked at a lot of lounge kind of places.
I think she worked at night, and he was alone a lot.
Well, she was kind of hard to get along with, I'd say that. Well, we were really very much in love with each other in the first place, I don't think.
She didn't trust anybody. She didn't trust anybody.
She was domineering to him.
Rodney tried to get along with her, but she would always tell him what to do constantly, and he just couldn't take it.
Yeah, my parents got a divorce when I was 3 years old.
And I hadn't seen Rodney too much after that, really.
I'd stay home alone, basically. TV mirror, looking at movie magazines and teen magazines, and they considered Jackie a movie star. Just doing the average kid thing. May I speak to the president, please? Rodney Bingenheimer, Mountain View, California.
What is the name?
Rodney Bingenheimer.
Sorry, I won't be able to reach the president for you, Mr. Bingenheimer. I would suggest that you write a letter or send a telegram.
Well, Rodney Bingenheimer's mother was an autograph hound. You know what an autograph hound is? She would collect autographs from the 40s and 50s of famous people. She had a John F. Kennedy autograph, Marilyn Monroe autograph. And Rodney grew up with this kind of mother who was into celebrity, and he had a crush on Connie Stevens.
Oh, there's a beautiful handwriting. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Connie Stevens.
Connie Stevens, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Penmanship is really something. That's beautiful.
Oh.
There's a story about your mom taking you to visit Connie Stevens.
God. Yeah, when I was really young, we drove by Connie Stevens' house.
Mommy dropped him off at Connie Stevens' house to begin his adult life as a teenage boy and said, "See you later, good luck with Connie, get the autograph if you can." And Rodney rings the bell. He's got a suitcase out there, and the maid said, "Oh, Connie Stevens isn't here, she's on location." Oh, well, Mom's gone.
Yeah, I didn't see my mom for about 5 or 6 years after that.
So he went down to the Sunset Strip.
Woke up this morning feeling fine. There's something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood. Whoa, yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good.
Hollywood or the music industry or movies, it's a place where you could be different and not know exactly what your direction is, but somehow something might happen, things might click, energies might cross.
The Sunset Strip scene of the mid-'60s
was probably the most creative convergence of people in the history of LA. You had the Doors there, and Love here, and Frank Zappa over there, and Sonny and Cher here, and the Mamas and Papas.
And you'd go, wow, oh no, I can't believe it. I'm really here.
Yeah. This is Mecca. This is music and show business Mecca. You come here for the same reason that people went to Paris after World War I. The Dadaists and the Surrealists and the art scene in Paris.
Hollywood, you used to be able to go down the street and magical people who had just gotten off the bus would be down there in their Iowa beauty or tragedy, and you could pull the car up and say, "You're new in town."
It was just amazing.
There were hundreds of kids on the street, half-naked girls all over the place, young boys. Everybody was beautiful. Everybody was wearing antiques and feathers, and it was a real eye-opener.
Oh, it was all love and peace. Hugs everywhere. And
we all wanted to be together. It was everybody. There was almost like it was a revolution. I felt like I was part of a revolution. And somehow I'm not saying he led us or anything, but Rodney was a real pivot. He was a focus in this huge, big group of kids.
Rodney in 1965 was a very cuddly, lovable little guy. Like Mickey Rooney in the Judy Garland Mickey Rooney movies, he had that kind of presence. And immediately all these teenage girls got to be his mommy and started feeding him and making love to him and nursing him and giving him places to live.
I made out with Rodney. He was the first boy I kissed in Hollywood, and he tried to feel me up, but I wouldn't let him.
hi, what's happening? I was amazed. I could never figure out. He never had a job.
There had to be days when he said, "Gee, am I gonna survive?"
There's an ad in the Hollywood Reporter looking for guys with, boom, the hair. And I went down and tried out for the Monkees.
What do you want me to do? Sing? Dance, give you a little quick thing.
I didn't get the part. They gave it to Davy, but since they gave it to Davy, I was exactly his size.
From behind, he looked a lot like me, He had the same little curled under hair and the whole thing. And when he turned around, I thought, oh my goodness, it's the same height, sort of like same thin little body. And when it came time for us to do a show with the Monkees called The Prince and the Pauper, and there was Rodney Bingenheimer, and it was the sort of man of my choice.
That was great. He got a lot of girls because of that. Rodney's sexual stock skyrocketed off the NASDAQ on that one because the Monkees were gigantic.
Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream?
Davy would go out one door, and I'd go out the other door, and girls are chasing me. And, hey, Davy. No, it's Rodney.
Fame is this world that people want to get into, but how do you do it? It's like love, This is what's said when I was a teenager. It's like, there is this line. If you could only say these words to a girl, she'd immediately fall into your arms. It's like some mantra, some incantation, and I think it's very similar with fame. It's this world of perfect emotion, perfect identity, perfect feeling, and perfect appreciation by other people, if we only knew what the key was.
Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to
He can get laid by an Elvis fan if he's with Elvis. He can get laid by a Beatle fan if he's with the Beatle. So whoever your sexual icon is, Rodney's with them. So if you want to make love to Elvis, you better make love to Rodney. That's the closest you'll ever get.
good and it courageous with balls of fire? I left it love and thought it was fun. Monday morning, it was all I hoped it would be.
Rodney Bingenheimer. It's Rodney Bingenheimer, famous groupie. Now he's probably a respectable. What is he now? He's a DJ. Yeah.
It's become a bad word. The word groupie has become a jeer and a very naughty word, almost like whore.
Pamela Des Barres was a groupie.
A groupie.
And proud of
Exactly.
it. You know, she would darn Jimmy Page's socks. You know, she'd give him blowjobs. She'd wait backstage for him. She'd get him out of bed in the morning, make sure he made his plane.
Give him another blowjob.
Give him another blowjob.
Actually, I met Dion's wife, and she told me groupies had always been around, only in the old days she called them top 40 fuckers. Is that the best? I just thought that was so great. But that word came into existence for girls in the 60s who wanted to pretty much have sex with the bands. But why not?
For all the, a groupie may be called something derogatory, but at the same time, all the men and groups needed women. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ had Mary Magdalene. What can you say about that? Yeah, I think everybody needs everybody. I think of Josephine and Napoleon and much of that.
And the GTOs were really dedicated to something. I don't know what it was. They were the ultimate groupies, only they had a lot of style.
We have a friend named Rodney Bingenheimer. He has a Dutch boy haircut and he's 5'3". He lives down the street from Hullabaloo and he doubles for Davy Jones. And he got beaten up by Brian Jones. Rodney
Pop stars in the fruit section.
It just screams, get in there with the pop stars.
Yeah, it was totally about the music. He didn't want to have sex with any of them. He liked knowing them, though. He loved saying he had been hanging out with so-and-so and so-and-so.
Sonny and Cher took me under their wing, took care of me, and they always looked after me and taught me a lot of things. You guys really kept a good eye on me, and
yeah.
You got me my first part in a movie.
Got you your first part, gave you your first camera when you were taking pictures.
Sonny really liked him, and so he came with us to like gigs, and he came to the studio, and I remember he had this hat that was just like Sonny's.
The question to me is, why is it that why did the celebrities glom on or are allowed to be glommed onto by this guy that, I mean, around here people would just kind of make fun of?
So I don't care. Then laugh at me. I have to pay.
I think certain people are graced with a sense of spirit, a connection to their spirit that a lot of us don't have, even though we try, you know? And they are the ones that you want to protect.
And Sonny and Cher were kind of like my mom and my dad.
He just seemed very genuine, and you didn't have to really worry about him, you know? You didn't have to wonder what he wanted or what was his ulterior motive or anything like that. He was just a really sweet boy and just kind of there to absorb whatever he could absorb, just like he was looking at everything and kind of learning about everything.
When we played the Toronto Pop Festival, Rodney was actually the backstage. He was the caterer. And he had brought out wonderful East Coast shrimp, just a beautiful thing of shrimp. And of course, since the Beatles were more famous than the Doors, he of course invited the Beatles to eat first. And they filled themselves, and their gaping maws were stuffed with shrimp. Beautiful, beautiful East Coast shrimp. And then there were just a few left, and then they came over and knocked on our door and said, there's food in the other room if you guys would like. I said, well, yeah, man, God, you know. And I went in this other room, and here's this huge plate, you know, with two shrimp on it. It was like as big as this table. There was one here and one over here. And I said, Rodney, that's it? He said, well, you know, the Beatles come first, Ray. Oh, man.
This is what we came for, really.
I couldn't even eat the shrimp, let alone meet the Beatles.
I heard him asking Jim if, you know, were you able to see Lennon? You know, did you meet Lennon? He said, nobody met Lennon.
That's right.
He said, we weren't even allowed to stand on the side of the stage.
He was in villains and a he was in villains. He was in villains. He was in villains. He was in villains.
Rodney, you are mayor of the Sunset Strip. I was king, well, mayor first. I let Rodney have it. He got a lot of mileage out of being mayor of the Sunset Strip. I didn't need it. I could always reclaim it. Rodney, be careful.
And I remember meeting him at Ben Frank's parking lot. I go, your name is on the Popsicles and Icicles record. You produced it. He goes, I'm a genius. I produce a lot of music. I've done so much. He was whole Kim Fowley rap.
And he was actually quite a decent songwriter.
He was the voice on Alley Oop. And then also the rumor was that he did the Coming to Take Me Away, ha-ha, he-he.
He did the English version of
it. Did he really?
Ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time and I'll be...
He was very off the wall, and he didn't conform to anybody's rules, or he had no rules at all.
You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed when I...
Kim Fowley, Rodney, the GTOs. There needed to be some reference point. There was a certain social hierarchy there, and they were the head of it.
Whatever happened to the Stone Ponies?
We decided we had to eat.
That's a good idea. First started out working at Capitol Records, working for Linda Ronstadt. I was getting in all the teen magazines. And then I went over to Mercury Records and started handling Rod Stewart. I used to take David Bowie around town. I was trying to get him signed to label.
Well, Bowie must have had a hard time at that time getting played on the radio.
Yeah, and they'd be like listening at the door. Rodney's in the lobby with this weirdo with a dress on. They used to send me demos, remember? You used to call with...
Yeah, I'd like them back, please. They're now extremely valuable.
Yeah.
And knowing you, no, I'm sure you haven't put them in auction.
No,
have you, Rodney?
No, I still got them.
Here's a guy who brought David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, to the Hollywood glitterati. He introduced Bowie to the town.
They were playing all this playing all this great music in London, like T-Rex and Slade and Martha Hoople and The Sweet. You hear all these bands like in these clubs, and David Bowie said, well, you should do a club like this in L.A., Rodney. And I go, okay, I did. So I came to L.A. and we put together the English disco.
That's when I started to know Rodney. And he knew more about English bands than I did, I think.
He'd bring their records in test pressings before anyone else had them.
Introducing not just me, but really, I think, America.
It was really important for someone like him to be able to say, this is hip. And in his weird, quiet little way, just vibe it, and it was hip.
I was a Rodney kid. I was a glitter kid. I was hanging out on the strip every night.
Music, pop music was a lot more special and secret, and liking bands and knowing groovy bands and unusual bands was a lot like being part of a real secret club.
We would spend hours getting ready, but we would spend hours like clipping our hair, hoping that we would look like mental patients, you know? We were wearing tube tops as skirts with ripped fishnets. There were mirrors on the wall, and there are pictures of us like going, you know, that's what we would do. We would dance in front of the, you know, and stick our tongues out and very hedonistic sort of, you know, and we were so beautiful and so young.
People came, like Keith Moon would come there, and Led Zeppelin.
You'd see Bowie, and you'd see Iggy, Mark Bolan, or you'd see Gary Glitter.
Actually, Elvis dropped into.
Elvis,
remember that?
Yes, Elvis came. Everybody came.
Elvis came in there
with
his DEA badge
with his
and
whole team.
And a bag of Perkinam.
I, like everybody else, was on Quaaludes and drinking and projectile vomiting, you know, puberty. 1970s style.
The dance floor was as big as Pamela's coffee table, but there was a VIP booth, you know, with one table in it. You know what I mean? It was so cute. With like a velvet rope separating you from the other three people that were in the joint. You know? The other three people happened to be Iggy Pop and, you know, Bowie and, you know, and Elvis. But it was a hell of a membership, but I mean, literally, the booth was so tiny, wasn't it? And like the ritual of like going into this VIP, opening the velvet rope, being hustled in, and then you sat down and...
You were 2 feet away from everyone else.
Yeah, it was
but
ludicrous.
At least you were in there, though.
Yeah,
with
but that was so reflective of Rodney's character, wasn't it? That like there was hierarchies.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, in crowd.
Rodney was one of the people that would sweep through in an entourage and head for the backstage with passes and chicks and fabulous clothes, and we'd be, you know, pressed up against the speaker thing, busily losing our hearing.
Robert Plant says, "This guy here gets more girls than I do." Robert Plant said Rodney was more of a sex symbol than he was. And he's probably right.
Said you done this since you were 13. Then you giggle as you hear inside. Oh, do ya know my name? Do I look the same? Baby, I got to tell you, I'm the one you want. Everybody knows I'm the one you need. Yeah.
It was far more hedonistic, I think. I mean, it was sort of... I only remember the sex. I don't remember anything else about LA at all, frankly.
I mean, he just walked out the door and women screamed and girls brought you food and they drove you around.
Yes.
And they brought their girlfriends over and they kept the boyfriends away and the fathers and the brothers. And all you did was lay there and you'd have to eat all the time just to keep it up. But you know what's funny about male cocks? No matter how tired you are, you can always get it up for a new naked girl.
Kim Fowley is an absolute beast. I think he's a very dangerous man, extremely dangerous man. And he should definitely not be working with anyone that's under 18 because he's breaking the law, trust me.
He had always put together some little Sunset Boulevard runaway and say, okay, we're gonna make a girl band, you're gonna be a star.
And then, I mean, Kim, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. This man would force us to sit in a hotel room while he had sex with girls. And then when I got sick enough of it, I stood up to leave and he'd say, "Down, dog." And that's when I just said, "Fuck you, you sicko."
No, I don't think so. I was sexually abusive to the whole universe. I wouldn't limit it to any one person.
I think that basically Kim Fowley used Rodney for everything that he could.
It's almost like a drug dealer, except Rodney was dealing girls. Not in the sense of a pimp or anything, but that the power that a dealer has. You know, that you know everybody is your friend because you're holding the coke. It was the same with Rodney. He just had access to these beautiful, beautiful little nubile girls with stars on their faces, you know. Coupled with his enthusiasm for the act's, you know, genuine, you know, musical ability and style and glamour and so on, he also, you know, had this extraordinary posse of pussy.
And when he left for Los Angeles, did you hear from him?
Not for quite a while.
Not for years, a few years. Mm-hmm.
His mother, I would contact his mother, where he is. I didn't, in fact, I didn't even know he'd gone for quite a while.
We basically knew that he was down there, but we hadn't heard from him for quite a while. And of course, you know, we were concerned and we were worried about him.
Did you ever consider going to Hollywood yourselves?
No. Because I had my daughter and he had his son, so we were already, you know, we had responsibilities and we didn't think of, I didn't want any part of it. No, I just wanted a home and a child. And
I think she would have been the star in Hollywood.
Well, I loved to sing Western songs, yeah, I did.
She'd always been a beautiful girl.
Thank you. That's the first time I heard that in 47 years. He's not very complimentary, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my dad, tell him I'm gonna be late.
See, Rodney was well, I was a thrown away child. I mean, your mother dropped you off and my mother dropped me off years ago. When you come to Hollywood, kind of by yourself, you learn how to read trouble. My own mother had gotten bored with me years before. And so I got put in one of those foster home kind of things. And then I started hanging out by myself because I'm a lone wolf. I realized egomaniac parents aren't the best thing to have.
You were not photographed with your mother?
Well, I was there.
How many photos do you have with your mother?
That.
Show me that one again.
It's right here.
But she's not in that photo.
She should be.
Oh, Daddy, it's Rodney. What's happening? Wow. I think I'm gonna be really late. We're still working. I think I'm gonna be really late. Can you get a photo of all of us together here? Okay. Sharon, I got something I'm going to give you. I forgot to give it to you. It's been a while. And I got this on one of my first trips to Hollywood. And I never got around to giving this to you. So I figured it's better now than late than never.
Oh, thank you, Rodney.
You remember when I first went to Hollywood, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure do. Elvis Presley.
Oh, to Sharon.
To Sharon from Elvis Presley. Oh, Rodney, thank you.
I just never got around to giving that to you.
Oh, goodness. Oh, this is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you.
I noticed all the family photographs you got back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rodney's not here. He's hanging up in the other room. Yeah.
Who are in these pictures?
Well, that's Bing, and
Do you have any pictures of Rodney?
yeah, in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, him with the Beatles and him with the
Roger Clinton.
Roger Clinton.
Roger
Yeah,
Clinton.
yeah.
That's
I've
right.
got a lot of you clippings.
Oh, so went me
a lot of clippings.
With the Easter Bunny in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we have. But what we have, they're all in scrapbooks. They're just, pictures that he would send, that stories about.
Could we see one?
Sure.
Yeah, honey, get the book, please.
Oh, what about the Easter Bunny photo?
Oh yeah, you want to see that?
That was good.
Yeah, it's in here. Here's the Easter Bunny photo. That's me with the Easter Bunny.
Well, now I guess Dad will have to put that in a frame because it's.
Could you come here for a second?
Daddy.
We're still making the circuit.
Yeah,
Come in this way, little guy.
I guess there's not got many albums here.
I found Cato's picture.
Well, why do you have Cato's picture?
He sent it to us.
What are you looking for, Bing?
Picture of Rodney's pictures.
Let me see. Hey, nice little color shot.
So what are some of your thoughts about what we've been doing, the project and everything?
Seems okay.
Do you have some concerns?
Well, yeah, it's my life. I'm a very quiet person. I'm very, very private.
What are some of your worries or concerns?
Well, I don't want to talk about that. There's some really cut.
Los Angeles was the place that people came to die out of their old selves, to leave their past behind. The potential of becoming somebody else, of becoming a star, of becoming someone who was so much better or so much more perfect than the person you left behind.
I want to have a 3D life. I want to have a technicolor. I want to live a technicolor life as opposed to a black and white life, you know?
So I had nowhere to go, so I ended up here on the streets of LA at 17.
And Rodney was one of the people that we aspired to, you know, be like.
Okay, I'm gonna run away to Los Angeles. I'm gonna find Kim Fowley. I'm gonna find Rodney Bingenheimer.
We are iron because we overcome catastrophic pain on a daily basis. That's why I don't do drugs, because I don't want to be numb. I want to feel the pain. I want the clarity of the challenge. I want to win. I want to kick in the head. I want to tear the throat box out. I want to smash in the lungs. I want to kick in the rib cage. I want to split the spine. And I want to use your phone, make love to your wife, sister, eat your dog, and leave your house with a good cassette. That's how I am. I'm at war. I'm at war with myself. I'm at war with you. I'm at war with everybody. Kim Fowley and Rodney, dogs of war.
Rock 106.7 KROQ.
It's all happening.
So we're gonna go out and look for this band. What is it? No Doubt. Who's No Doubt?
No Doubt, yeah.
Who are they?
Hello! No Doubt, they're like the biggest band in the world right now. They're on cover of all these magazines. They're from Orange County.
Really?
You know, I used to play them back when they were a punk band.
You know what Godhead means?
Godhead? No. I'm sorry.
You're a Godhead. It's like the highest compliment.
Is it? It's the highest compliment?
Yeah, yeah.
You said I'm a Godhead.
You're a Godhead.
Oh, goodness. That's sweet.
I have a niece whose name is Desiree, and she's totally into No Doubt. We went to the KROQ Acoustic Christmas, and No Doubt was there, and Gwen was there, and Rodney bent over backwards, pushing people out of the way, and he's like, she's ready to go on stage. She's like, but Gwen, wait, you have to get this for Desiree, and it's like, people don't do that. They don't care, you know? He's like that.
Who is Camille?
Camille's someone I really care about, and I think about a lot, and I love her very much.
I don't know anybody else like him.
A lot of people have looked after me, and I should return the favor. I think that's the way it should be. Look after people and take care of people. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Ronald Vaughn. He actually hitchhiked out here from Houston, Texas. We saw an article in my club in People magazine. So Ronald, why don't you tell us your story? You came out here from Houston and...
Yeah, same state that Jennifer Love Hewitt's from, but I'm from Houston now. I always want to be a musician, and I decided to come to California.
We always kind of look after Ronald Vaughn and help him out, give him money, and always have problems with rent and stuff. I like him, you know, I feel sorry for him.
I moved to California so I can get some opportunity in the music business and make a life for myself.
What was your relationship like with your parents?
That's something I really don't want to discuss very much. It was, you know, I was an adopted only child, and it just was not a positive relationship, let's put it that way. I did not ask to be adopted by those people, okay? I try to get creative work done, you know, past the point of survival, because what is the point of life if one just barely survives? That's no fun, because my plans for a music career have been too long in coming, you know? and I'm at a crucial stage where I must succeed.
We all want to be the golden calf secretly. We all do. People are pretending we don't, but everybody that gets a taste of fame wants to be the golden fucking calf!
Fame itself has become a kind of cure-all.
Yeah, I'm here with Phil Spector. Phil Spector's annual bowling party. Happy birthday! I have a surprise for you. I'm kind of like the bridge between the famous and the not so famous people. It's like you go to a party and there's some drunk people there. You're the designated driver. Well, I'm the designated driver between the famous and the not so famous.
I think he's like Andy Warhol.
I do too.
Absolutely.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah,
You are totally like the West Coast.
Reincarnation.
Really?
Andy Warhol. Yeah.
Rodney is very reminiscent of Andy Warhol in that, gee, wow, his persona becomes this big blank screen that draws and bounces off of like crazy talented people.
Did you meet
Well, I knew
Warhol?
Andy. There's a picture of me and Andy up there.
And did you get on really well?
Yeah, oh yeah. Andy was
So
a great guy.
Lucky you. You're listening to KROQ. I'm Jello Biafra. I'm here babysitting Rodney Bingenheimer.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Okay, we just heard The Letter Bomb by the Circle Jerks, a brand new album, and
Dedicated to you, no doubt.
really, I was approached by KROQ. They used to hang out in the club, and they'd see all these amazing stars hanging out. And we went, hey, we should get this guy.
Rodney was first on the radio August 22nd, 1976. Approximately 15 months after his club closed, Rodney had his own show.
I'd be playing demos, a lot of the early punk stuff, like the Sex Pistols and the Germ. I'd show up with a stack of records, Ramones, The Damned, and Blondie. People are saying, what is this? What kind of music is this? Yes, who's this?
This is Sid of the Pistols.
Calling from London?
Yeah.
Sid Vicious?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Rodney Bingenheimer.
Oh, hi, man.
We play your records a lot here. I'm the only one who plays them.
Oh, yes, fantastic.
Hey.
I don't want a holiday in the sun. I want to go to the New Mountain. I want to see some history.
Weren't you the first one to play Cheap Trick and also Devo?
DeVoe.
Was that true?
That's true.
You don't get any recognition for it. I don't understand.
Oh, I get some.
And it's you I see, but you don't see me. And it's you I hear.
There's these dudes that kind of look for new music, you know, and so in that sense, the true DJs are essential.
If the disc jockey is not into the music, that's it.
Is that amazing or what?
Oh, yeah.
You can't make a record if no one hears it. You have to have somebody play it.
And without them, we're kind of screwed. You know what I mean?
Well, I just played the Quick. Hello, Quick, where are you? Joan and Susie Quattro, yes.
I was like an alien in my school. People made fun of the way I dressed and the way I looked. It was instrumental in my development of who I became as a musician.
Who it is? Maybe it's a girl. Let's see if any work for me.
Corey Levin from R&R and Hollywood Reporter. Oh yeah, Chris at Minty Fresh. Julia from Jive. Here, you keep on talking to them. I'll talk to him.
Okay, Rodney is being pursued now by a mediocre record label with a crummy band.
Say hello to Nancy Sinatra. This is Julia from Jive Records.
Hi, Julia.
Okay, I want to meet her.
Yeah, she's not going to have sex with you. They just want to be ready, a record played. Don't let them fool you for a minute, Rodney. She comes naked or don't come at all.
What is it tonight? At least just tell me what the hell is wrong.
This is in 1986. The record came out in 1985, and we were all still, you know, doing our thing back in New Jersey.
Doing our Jersey thing.
Yeah, working our day jobs. I was working at a record store, and
I got a hold of their album. I took it to KROQ and started playing it on my show. The song Anything, Anything.
And Rodney came and visited us, and we let him sleep on our floor. And that was the first time we met him. We were in this like house in the midst of this like kind of decaying area.
And I am in Lodi, New Jersey.
This is Chris Carter's mansion from Dramarama. They've got their own swimming pool. There it is.
There's no record company pushing. It was just he picked this song out of this whole album.
every record company in town is calling us on the phone.
I'll give you candy, give you diamonds, give you pills, give you anything you want. $100 bills.
Thank you for playing us on the radio, Rodney.
Well, you're Godhead, what can I say? Anyway,
Me and everyone else.
Hey, I want to thank Rodney Bingenheimer, where I see his hair right from here. Rodney's the man who brought us in here on the first try, so he's going to be a good man on KROQ, and we're going to show our love for you. We love you, Rodney.
This is true, classic. Tom, I demand more.
Sometimes we give messages. Is there anybody like in New York or LA that you want to give a message to that you don't see, you know? Sometimes you don't get to see people, but...
Hi, Mom.
At a certain point in time, KROQ was not a very powerful radio station. He was very, creative and instrumental in dictating their style.
He likes things with hooks. He likes things that are catchy. He likes things that are buzzy. He likes good-looking English boys. You know, he gets the joke about almost every good band, and he's there if you've got, he just has an aesthetic.
Did you also have a difficult upbringing?
Did I have a difficult? Yeah, I grew up in a teepee in Oregon. My dad gave me acid when I was 4. He was like the Grateful Dead drug dealer.
Hey, Rodney, Ronald here. They didn't know. Yeah, Rhino ought to get off their butt and do something. Anyway, my head's spinning around. I gotta try to sing it. So keep in touch and see what you can come up with. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
What did he say about helping you out?
Well, he didn't really commit to anything. You know, I mean, he helped me when he can, but I don't know if he's capable of doing that.
He wants to make it as a rock and roll star, a rock and roll singer with records out.
Mark it, mark it.
Right.
Playback, playback.
Jennifer, you it's rare.
The CD album that I've had pressed and I'm still looking for a record label for is called Isidore Ivy, Spaceman at Large. Just a demo.
He always had this fantasy wearing a spacesuit. Ronald Vaughn in a spacesuit.
When I become this Isidore Ivy persona, my mind kind of becomes larger than life. You know, that's the way it is with an entertainer, right?
He's pretty fair about it. If I make a good record, he'll play it. If it's a crummy record, he won't play it. Or if it's a record that's good but not in his
I
format.
played the Runaways to death.
Well, fine.
Tons.
Come on. I have the #1 record in Yugoslavia this week. You're not playing that.
What record?
Slick Willie and the Arkansas Frog record.
Really?
That piece of crap's #1.
You're kidding. Adam Ant and Duran Duran, Elastica, The Smiths. And Blondie gave me the gold record. So when you guys go gold, I gotta put one up.
Okay.
I need a Bow Wow Wow gold
You
one.
got it.
He changed our lives completely, and as a result, we made 5, 6 albums, and had this big long career.
He's the man around here. Played Coldplay before anybody else, you know. Thanks, so we owe you. That's why we're doing this, because we owe you.
Thank you. Well, one that owes me one, which I'm never going to get, is Oasis.
Really?
And I gave them their play before they were signed. I was playing them on cassettes. Ladies and gentlemen, from the garage is available, the
He was very influential in actually creating, I think, what became alternative music.
Foot rock and roll, Rodney.
We're here because we are honoring a very special guy who is very dear to all of us, or we wouldn't be here.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God. That is
Right here, please. Here it comes. Oh, hold it in. Oh, that's good. All right.
After you've had all this amazing success, I completely forgot to ask you, what happened to the English disco?
Well, the English disco, you know, what happened was disco music was coming in. I don't want to play Donna Summers, and I don't want any part of disco. So that kind of ended the glam glitter thing. So I grabbed my girlfriend by the hand and we left, and I never came back. It became a karate school. Can you imagine the English disco becoming a karate school? Man.
When you're young, you have a vague idea that as you get older, things are going to change and there is going to be some strange happily ever after. Well, as you get older and older, you realize there's not a real happily ever after.
Here it is.
What's that?
The death certificate. This is like early pictures of her.
That's your mom? As a little girl?
Yeah. It's my mom. These are my mom's ashes. Look, it fits perfectly in there. There's some steam. She just let off a little steam there.
Do you remember Rodney's mom at all?
No, but I remember him talking about his mom. I don't remember that, but I do remember him. Tell me, what did you say about your mom?
When you guys are doing the Good Times recording session,
Yeah.
I brought my mom and she hung out the whole
Okay, yes. All right, I remember now. But you talked about her too a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
And she always looked up to you and stuff. Yeah.
When did she die?
About 2 years ago. I want, you know, get her a maid or a nurse or someone to take care of her. I think it lasted longer. She needed someone to take care of her, and I couldn't be there because I'm living in Los Angeles.
He knew she suffered quite a bit toward the end, and he did take it pretty bad, and he called her all the time. He was always calling her several times a week.
He wasn't around when she passed away. That felt pretty bad about it, I guess.
Eventually, her remains is going to go to London, is where she requested, and that's where Rodney wants to take his mother. Yeah.
You think about her a lot?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that.
That's an early one of Paul.
Oh.
Back in my club. There he is. Phil Spector with Celine Dion.
Oh my God, there's Kato Kaelin.
Here's Melissa Torme. Got her Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was the Oscars.
Hey, get in there.
Were you invited?
Yeah. She was holding her Oscar. Jodie Foster.
Well, it's a kind of a wide variety of kinds of people.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie, you know them all. I can't quite figure this out.
Confusion never stops, closing walls and ticking clocks. Gonna come back and take it home. I could not stop, but she now knows. Come out of
I stay away from anything negative or negativity or anything like that. I like positive, you know, happy things.
part of the cure. I am a part of the disease singing.
Tell me what music means to you.
It's just, you know, just positive. It makes you happy, makes you want to do more things. Okay, you have the Oasis Christmas ID?
Yes, I do. It's so unlikely that a station would start out playing nothing but weird music and become successful.
Well, KROQ is a monster. I mean, it just gets bigger and bigger, doesn't it? I mean, they're probably programming the whole country.
This is the new rock alternative.
KROQ. So why haven't you participated financially?
Probably because, you know, you're on the radio. You're not really supposed to be paid for that kind of stuff. Because it dates back to the payola scare back in the 60s, 50s, and 60s. And so it's just nice, you know, knowing that you did this. And
Would you like to have the money?
I wouldn't mind.
Could you use it?
Sure. Anyway, Rodney on the Rock, right here, 106.7 KROQ. A lot of things have changed, but I used to be on Saturday, and actually I first started my shows at 8 o'clock. New time from 10 until 1 a.m. What can I say? But now I'm way back here in the corner every Sunday from midnight to 3 a.m.
I think he's sort of seen as the king of the obscure, where he was king of all that was happening when I first started at KROQ. I think he's seen as the gateway to things people care about less.
Everybody knows how you love Phil Spector and Ronnie
my
Spector.
gosh.
You know, she recorded one of your songs.
What? Really?
Yeah. Creation
What'd
Records.
she record?
She did Don't Worry Baby. Ronnie
Wow,
Spector.
I can't believe that.
Doing Brian Wilson.
Whoa!
Let's hear it. Here it is.
Don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out alright.
I mean, we're an 18 to 24-year-old station. Do they really care about Sonny and Cher and the Beach Boys?
The audience has gotten pretty young, and they're into more of the, probably what you might call the skateboard music.
Techno and dance and ambient and drums and bass and the jungle. That's the future of music.
KROQ has really become this like kind of hard rockin' station playing Korn and Limp Bizkit and Metallica.
It's
It's much more a business now. It's much more it's like having shares of IBM or something. It's less like some guys getting together in a garage and then going and making a record.
I think surviving in this business is really, the longevity in this business is what's always questionable. You know, it's so based on transience.
You have to be like me, very cynical, very detached, and nothing bothers you, and you'll be fine. I recommend it for all selfish bastards who have shit in their own little place. Get on a plane immediately and show up.
Celebrities, they come and they go. One day you're Cary Grant, and the next you're Scott Baio. Aspiring actress and a social ladder climber, saw you at Denny's with Rodney Bingenheimer. Congratulations, looks like your pick of the day.
He's had an amazingly long run, and especially amazing seeing as there's slimmer and slimmer pickings to be jazzed about.
We love you from Philippines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're great fans.
You know who he is?
Davy Jones.
Mickey Dolan.
Are you one of the monkeys?
Yeah, I used to work.
I look at Rodney and I think, all right, you're still here, and so am I. You know, let's write this one in our journal.
Thank God, what's happening?
Oh, this is good. This is going to be
great.
exciting.
Yeah, this is amazing.
This is going to be fun. So how are you?
Great,
Good?
great. Yeah. Are you doing the Tonight Show?
I'm doing the Tonight Show. I have to go be peppy now. And go be, you know, it's different. This was fun.
Really?
Yeah, I wish you
Yeah,
you'll see it.
Yeah, I can't wait. You're going to surprise me with it?
I don't know. I was okay. I was kind.
Yeah.
I was all right.
Great. Oh, you hear about Chris? Chris got food poisoning. Yeah, at Ken's House of Pancakes. He's in the hospital. Yeah. I can't believe it. I told you that you should went with me to Denny's.
I just wanted to have a little snack.
Man.
Rodney, what does Chris's friendship mean to you?
It means a lot, you know. It's good to have someone that knows about you and cares about you. And
That's right, Rodney Bingenheimer. It's time. If it wasn't for Rodney, I wouldn't have this job on the station, because I wouldn't have been in the band, and I wouldn't have met Paul McCartney last week, or David Bowie, or any of the things that I consider great moments in my life all kind of stem from my relationship with Rodney. So, you know, I know a part of his life, so I guess I kind of expected it. 30 seconds. Right. What the fuck we playing?
Chris is like my best friend, and I have like very few close friends, maybe a handful of like really close friends.
Why do you think you only have a handful of close friends?
It's a lot easier that way. So I want more done, and you can trust. The less people you have, the more you can trust them.
There are very, very few people that you feel completely comfortable with, or that you don't hold back something from.
Everybody's your friend. Everybody's your friend. And everyone treats you nice.
I think we're all very wary. You know, a little bit afraid and a little bit defensive. Because we've all been used to a degree. But it's funny because we can use each other and not mind it at all. You know what I mean? In the kindest sense of the word.
I had to slowly kind of explain it to him. I said, you know, I might be getting a show, and again, honesty is the way to go.
Chris, my buddy is working on the competition station, and when your best buddy tries to copy your hustle, you know, man.
He knew my love of radio, so I didn't think he was shocked when I told him that there was a possibility I might be getting my own show. Weekly new music show, we call it the Chris Carter Mass, and if you listen to the show, you know this happens at this time.
And now, Y107's Chris Carter brings you another edition.
It was shattering, because I was the only one doing this type of radio show.
Hang on, wait. Here, can you stop for a second? I'll be an asshole. What's wrong? Just leave me alone, all right? What's the matter? Do your fucking radio. Be me. You are me. What's your problem?
Fuck you! I'm not involved in this film. Nick! They got so much going over there with the other DJs. I'm only on one night a week. So they don't consider me that important.
I think they're afraid to fire him, actually. I think they're afraid that the soul of KROQ will blow away if they take Rodney off his midnight to 2 shift.
But, you know, if they don't want me here, then I'll go to another station.
It's unbelievable that someone could be in the music business this long and help so many people and just be in it because they love the music.
I've only been in love maybe twice in my life, and she's the main one I actually love.
What is it about Camille that you like?
Look at her, you can just tell. I mean, she's beautiful. She's thin as in. And she's caring, and she's understanding, and very smart.
Is that hard to find?
Very hard. You just don't find that, especially in Hollywood.
Camille playing tonight? Gigging?
I couldn't find her. I thought she'd be at Bob's. Didn't show up. I don't know. I did get a fax from her.
Should do a real radio thing.
Mm-hmm.
Off the question, but don't let her answer till next week. If you tune in next week, you get the answer.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. Mm. I hate to get Noah live. See, when you see those shows like Sally, Jesse, Raphael, they pre-record those shows. If they say no, they can cut it out.
That would make good ratings, Rodney.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What if she said no? I'd like to settle down, be with someone, my partner, by my side, who likes me, someone who really cares for me. I know Camille cares a lot. And
You talked a little about that up in Mountain View.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying?
Who was I saying?
You were talking about Camille.
Yeah, just saying, how much I care for Camille, think about her, and, think a lot about Camille.
So how would you characterize how do you guys, your relationship?
Great friends. I can call Rodney up and, like he called me up about his plumbing broke in the house, and,
Mm-hmm.
I can call him up and ask him for a ride if I'm stuck in LA, and I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships are kind of like, you have to be ready for them, you have to want them, and you have to commit to them, and you have to be into, when you get into them, basically take the fall, because there's always an up, but then there's always a down. I'm kind of on a mission, to do my music and stuff. And right now, I kind of have a boyfriend, and, you know, Rodney's just a friend. No.
My mom's ashes wants me to spread them over the sea over in England. Yeah, I love London. Yeah, I'd like to live there someday.
Well, then were you there in the early 70s?
Yeah, the first time.
Tell me about that. That's when you met Bowie, right?
Yeah, I went to be with Melanie McDonald. I thought we were going to get married, but she ended up marrying David Bowie's manager. But who knows, maybe when I'm over in London, I might find the woman of my dreams. You could take me in, take care of me, and live happily ever after.
If you find a woman like that in London, would you come back?
No. No. Absolutely not.
Rodney!
I sleep every day, wipe the cobwebs away. I need to be loved. I'm out of my mind. I need to be loved. I need to be loved. So I turn to you and I say, thank goodness for the good souls that make life better. So I turn to you and I say, if it wasn't for the good souls, life would not matter.
I mean, even when you have the ashes, and something in there is carved my mom. And once you scatter it, it's like no more, gone forever. And then your spirit is free as a bird.
So I turn to you and I say, you're messing with a good heart. You gotta take what's due.
Let's come and have a look at the Brighton from the coast. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful sea, and we'll take you to the West Pier, to the Palace Pier first, then the West Pier. We'll do a commentary on both piers before returning back.
I love you so. You know I love you so.
Why are you throwing that stuff in?
I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, thing to do. And it was all yellow. And it's true. Look how they shine for you.
This is what she wanted. Finally, she got what she wanted.
They shine for you. You look how they shine for.
You should be proud.
Look at the stars. Look how they shine.
106.7 KROQ, Rodney on the Rock. I'd like to welcome on the telephone right now none other than David Bowie. Hello, David.
Hi, Rodney. How are you?
It's great to hear from you.
Thank you. It's good to be heard. This is David Bowie, and you're listening to my friend Rodney Bingenheimer. Rodney on the Rock.
106.7 KROQ. Yes, you just heard Ronald Bond, a.k.a. Isidore Ivy, Spaceman at Large, doing the Heather Locklear twist. And right before that, you heard Jennifer Love Hewitt herself singing How Do I Deal? How do I deal with that? And right before that, you heard Ronald Bond himself doing Jennifer Love Hewitt. Really cool. Anyway, listening to Rodney on the Rock.
Yeah, incredible. Well, Rodney means a hell of a lot to me. And what I say is an irreplaceable best friend. That's how I made it through. Kind of moral support.
Do you want this movie to have a happy ending or a sad ending?
You think it's going to have a happy ending?
It's up to you, Rodney.
Really?
How would you like to see the movie end?
Well, you know, everybody enjoys it. It makes everybody happy.
I'm happy. You're not Dick Clark. Are you okay? Are you okay being Rodney?
Yeah.
No, he's okay being Rodney. We're cool. We are still here. Fuck you. Ha ha.
I'd give up KROQ and everything I've got to get back to the English disco. So come on, let's go to the English disco. Come on, let's go to the English disco. It's all very well with me and I know how, but somehow it just isn't the same. And I've got to tell you that Baby Powell was as big a star as there ever came. Yes, I crashed my car from this Sable Star. Bye-bye, little GTO. Cut off all my hair if I could just be there. Back at the English disco. This is for the time being, and this is for believing, and this is for the heart and soul of every person. In the loft across the street, I rang the bell and took my seat, laying down the law that tape. Then Rodney played it real late. And this is for the time being, and this is for believing, and this is for the rock and roll in every '67 GTO, Hollywood a go-go. David Bowie, David Jones, the sweet Susie Quattro. Funky boat races, basing like the faces. Billy dolls and table stars, Riata, Suede, Oasis. Switchblade sister, drama, Rama, Twister. Aerial fenders, out on a bender. Cialis at the Palace, Brian Wilson on the lead. Phil Spector wearing you with Joey and Dee. Metal Cooper still blue, Lori Lightning's in the loop. Connie Kresge, jaw drop, popcorn, Prince of Pop. Silverheads, thunder thighs, ultraviolet, Kim Connor's eyes. I just wanna be like you. What's happening? So tell me what to do. It's all happening. It's the mayor of the Sunset Strip. On the rock, in the crowd, you pass the pencil test. Godhead, cross-legged, smoking with the dress. Sonny Cher, fat hair, monkeys at the teenage fair. Ronnie's English disco beats laid in my backseat. Clash, Cure, Smith, Blur, Denny's, I have cancer. Two-top platform, solar exit uniform. Just wanna be like you. What's happening? So tell me what to do. It's all happening. It's the mayor of the Sunset Strip. The mayor of the Sunset Strip. The mayor of the Sunset Strip.
That's all we know. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Why are you making them go? Is it time to go? They have to go? Okay, bye. I guess we have to go. Bye. And thank you for coming to the show. Bye.
I still listen to you on the radio. It's cool.
Really? Great.
Yeah.
Great.
It's really cool.
They keep switching the times and stuff. At least I'm still there.
I find you.